social media is still same rahisi. People are very mean.
In this life, you have to surprise yourself.
So me, I'm a very patient person, but when you cross me, I'll cut you off completely.
Wapi nimepata balance to just say no.
Ananiambia sasa, and then where's the money?
You know that saying, see, behind every successful man there is a woman's meaning. Vice versa is true.
I think hiyo ni kitu kubwa sana itonipa.
I've met people who really don't look wise. Like, anakwambia vitu like
Ukianza hera, next time over hera atakupa, and then it becomes hera.
First time experiencing that, I was like, sikujua kuna urafiki na namna huu.
So I believe to everything you put out, you're going to get back.
I had the fortune of being raised na stepmom.
Electro kwa ajili yangu.
Nimeguswa.
You have to have something to give in order to give.
I'm a financial advice. You're a financial advisor, Shola. Everybody, and welcome to Convo Lane, the International Women's Day edition. You are with me, your host, Molisa Richungura, aka Diko by Mona Lisa, aka Mon Lee. And as you can see, I'm here with a panel of 3 game-changing ladies. Welcome very much, ladies.
Thank you.
Yes, so before we start, I'm going to give each of the ladies a chance to introduce themselves. Ladies, karibuni. Tuanze na the one on my left.
Hi. So my name is Hao Mokatumu, and I am currently a salesperson, you can call me. Let me just say an opportunist in a media house, and it is 100% youth focused. I have no idea what the Jinsies are putting me through. Let me just stop there.
Hi, I'm Osmunda Mlelwa. I do service management and a bit of hosting, Airbnb hosting. But yeah,
Nice.
yes, it's everything.
Nice.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina Bulitza. I work for a technology company. I focus on business growth and partnership. And I'm somebody who believes in personal development. I'm disciplined, and I'm also a very patient person. People say I have a patience of an angel. So yeah.
Nice.
Kama mnavyoona jamani, tuko na ma-strategist wa sakatonge, watu sijui ya Airbnb hostess, tuna kila kitu. It is a very perfect mix, and we expect to have a very good, meaningful conversation. Karibuni tena. Sasa kabla hatujaendelea, just to loosen up kidogo, I want each and every one of you to tell me one thing about yourself, ambacho when people hear about it, they'd be surprised it's you. I'll go first.
Okay.
Me, I'm a very goofy person. If you see my corner, I'm very goofy, I'm funny. Lakini mi sipendi ujinga. I'm not stupid. Nachukia ujinga. I'm a very serious person in that sense. Pamoja na mikiki yangu yote mtandaoni. Your turn.
Okay. I was intending to
Cross it over.
Wow. People they don't expect.
Yeah.
Something they don't expect from me. That's very tough. I'm an open book in most cases. Really say many serious. I have a serious side. When watu wamewahi kuniuliza, how are you always that energetic? Not always. I have bad days too. Should be cheerful. So maybe
Okay.
It can get bad.
very like nibble.
I'm shaking.
Oh my God.
Osmunda?
I think I'm a funny person.
Really?
Because when my friends are around me, they laugh a lot. I don't plan to be comic, but they laugh. So I came to realize that probably I'm funny.
With a hidden talent.
I think it's like really deep down. And maybe another one.
Uh-huh.
I have a friend says that I can have Simona sasa hivi tuko hapa.
Yeah.
Probably in 3 hours utasikia niko Zanzibar.
Time traveling.
Mtu wa system huyo. Mara yupo mara hayupo.
She always says kwamba tunaongea tu labda nimelala, and then in 3 hours nimekwambia niko Kariakoo. It's like I do.
Una mambo mengi.
Kama mambo ni mengi. But sidhani kama kuna limit. Naweza niko hapa sasa hivi, mvua inanyesha, nikatoka hapa nikaenda nikaogelea. Baada ya hapo nikaenda nikaangalia movie. Baada ya hapo niko
Tashtiti.
Yeah.
That the strategists.
So me, I'm a very patient person, but when you cross me, I'll cut you off completely.
No second chances.
I give you the first chance, I give you the second chance, the third chance. When you cross that, I cut you off completely.
Do they
You
know
don't-
that you're counting?
No, they don't. They don't. They don't know. They don't know. The first time, second time, third time, if you cross that line, I cut you off completely.
But you're very patient. Mpaka mtu akufikishe huko, they must have done something.
Yes. So that's something that people don't know about.
That's the one quality I don't have, patience. Hey, imebidi tuombe unifanye nijifunze sababu mambo yanachukua muda, but as a person naturally, if it could happen now, I'd appreciate. Yeah, so the theme for International Women's Day this year is give to gain. When you hear give to gain, what do you understand?
For me, give to gain, it means that we support, invest, and also like to create opportunity for others to grow. Because when you create opportunities for others to grow, you also create opportunities for you to grow. So that's what I understand by give to gain. To invest, to support, to uplift, and create, and also invest in others. So that's my understanding of give to
So
gain.
if I plant something, I should expect matunda from it.
Yes. So like for this, like you invited me here to, it's like you're investing in my growth. So that's its give to gain.
That's a shadow.
So who gave it? Who gained it?
Give, and I'm gaining, like I'm being up there. It's outside my comfort zone. So I'm gaining my confidence and I'm putting myself up there. So it's give to gain.
Kwa ambao hamjui leo tumemdiverge na hii strategist hapa, the patience of an angel. We broken that seal today.
Yeah.
It's broken.
Madam hapa, Gen Z, give to gain.
Struggling. Si nijibu kama the way Gen Z.
Ndo tunawataka waambie.
Cause kile tu cha kwanza, jamani, hebu tuigeuze. Let's Swahili fine. Give to gain.
Nipe nikupe.
Toa upate,
Toa upate.
jaza ujazwe.
You see, you guys see how God is very fishy.
It's no. Because maybe your mind is in the gutter. Kwa sisi hapa watu ambao tunaishi mazetu,
Hatuna mambo mengi.
tunaelewa.
Mi nilisikia nipe nikupe at first.
That is not making it easier in my head at all. Anyways, sawa, my mind being out of the gutter, me not being Gen Z, I think I support this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like you have to do something to get something in return. It can be invest in yourself if you were used to stay in your bubble. Labda mimi ni mtu ambaye ninapenda, okay, I'm a salesperson, I'm used to maybe doing sales Kupitia to see zaidi. Let me get out there, let me network, let people see what I do, talk about it. And lastly, in return, I'll get what I want, which is, more money.
I'm going to put my 2 cents in it. I think it's, hamnaga cha bure duniani. You know what I'm saying? Kama ambavyo wanasemaga ubaya ni deni. So I believe to everything you put out, you're going to get back. In my personal experience, kwa mfano brand yangu Diko, watu wengi ambao wanapika mtandaoni utaona wanasema I have classes, pay 30,000 a month, fanya hivyo. So mimi the sole purpose ya mimi kuanzisha brand ya Diko ilikuwa ni zawadi yangu mimi kwa Mtanzania. I am giving it to you. And so I don't charge anything. I don't have a WhatsApp group. There's nothing ambacho nitakwambia WhatsApp ambacho siwezi kuambia hapa. I have laid it all bare. And in turn, namchaji mtu anayekuja kutangaza kwenye page yao. So give to get. Sikutaji bure, utanilipa. But for every nondo nitayotoa, it is for free. That's how I look at it. Kwamba lazima maishani, karma, balance in life. Toa upate. Wewe usaidie watu kila siku, upata shida nani atakusaidia ndugu yangu? You see what I'm saying?
Okay. That's a very nice perspective.
No, imo. Hata pia kwenye relationship as well. Kwa sababu people say your network is your net worth. Lakini people, they don't know there are 3 types of relationship. kuna networking, we meet here, we exchange contact, that's it. But you have to move to the next stage where you exchange like contact. I say, hey, Mona Lisa, can we go out for lunch? Oh, we have a business. So you have established a relationship. Now, if you want to move now to social capital, now you've already established a relationship. Now you want to move to the next step. Like if there's an opportunity, if I think of anything, I can call maybe Hawa, I can call Mona Lisa. So it's just the same give to gain. It happens in relationship, in terms of business. So
I have a different perspective of give to gain. Okay. I thought of it like give to gain. I have to have something to give in order to gain.
But everyone has something to give.
Yes, true. Hear me out. Kuna mtu aliniambia ukiendaga kama kwenye networking event, right? In order for someone to listen to you, you have to have something to give. Meaning, you have to have invested in yourself, or I'm so sure you bringing her here is because in your head you're like, she's strategist, so she has something to give, meaning that she has taken time to build herself so that she's able to give something. Mona Lisa has been able to invest in Deco so that she's able to give. Of course, we all have something to give. Yes, naturally, time, whatever, however it is. But I feel you have to have, again, tuna kila kitu cha kugive, but I have
Some
substance, but we have to refine that substance so as to be able to give so that someone can actually gain. Hiyo nilifikiria in that way.
Do you believe, when we say everyone has something to offer, do you believe you can learn from everyone?
Yes.
I think so too. You can learn what to do and you can also learn what not to do.
Yeah.
One of the reason watoto wakiwa wanaongea I try to listen because I'm like, you never know. Usidharau mtu. Hata kichaa, you know. Okay.
Labda kichaa unasema probably alikuwa labda kuna mambo unayo like inabidi niepuke huko
Yes,
you know?
There's people who don't look somewhere. Yeah, me, I've met people who really don't look wise. Like, nakwambia vitu like,
it makes sense.
a light bulb comes on kichwani kwangu.
Yeah. Unajuaga wale watumishi kwenye daladala wanaingia wanaanza kupitch.
Yes.
I was on a radio. People usually sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. Kuna siku nilikuwa natoka from Arusha going to Moshi. I was like, you know what? Let me listen to him. Anaongea, let me just listen.
Wait, amepanda nini from Aisha uko naye mpaka Moshi?
Alishuka katikati. Wewe and then akawa anaongea. I'm like, let me listen to him. Kiukweli nilipata, sikumbuki sasa hivi. Ila nilipata. Kuna neno pale alisema, I was like, okay.
Nimeguswa.
Umeletwa kwa ajili yangu.
Ujumbe. That was a sign from God.
Yeah. So that's my perspective of
in terms of your path in life, kuanzia umekuwa mdogo mpaka sasa, it could be career or anything. Has anyone ever given you a chance, an opportunity, maybe mentorship, just something that changed safari yako?
I have three. One at a personal level, and then two career-wise. So at a personal level, right now I have Dish and Dash, and it's something that kimetoka rohoni to I like cooking. I don't like it nimetoka kazini, then I have to think of cooking, leo nakula nini. Hence the idea where Dish and Dash came from. But the opportunity ilipewa ya kupenda kupika.
Explain.
So growing up, I had the fortune of being raised na stepmom. It was down to earth. I has gotten very interesting testimonials about watching a mama camp, and then I didn't experience that. Mine was pleased.
She was nice.
She was very nice. She's the reason I love cooking. She's the reason you're not evil.
And she was a mom to you, a good mom.
Na nilipata nikiwa mdogo, so I grew up learning vile vitu ambavyo anafanya, and it didn't become more of a chore for me. Like, cause I found myself loving it. Kwa sababu anafanya. And even the tricks I go like, and then you do it. So that's how
she inspired you.
Yeah. So I am who I am. I am whatever I am when I cook, when I do what, because of her.
Okay.
And then coming to the career, kuna kitu ameongelea about perception, about how we look na nini. Kapwa. Unapotokea kuongea na client, you have to look the part.
Yeah.
Una request milioni 50, look like a milioni 50.
Okay.
I didn't have that. Who against and I was saying like 8 big things. And then tunapangana like tutakuita.
Oh, you miss out on some opportunities.
Cause of
How you present yourself.
Yeah. And I was like, Nini jamani heels mzee siwezi mimi vyo misumani natembea. I cannot do that. Siwezi. And then I had this boss of mine. She called me for a car. You have to work on your appearance. I was like, fine. What can I do? I need to be comfortable at the end of the day. No, but I have to believe I look good. So the problem was, kwanza mimi, the way I see myself, and then looking good. Yeah? Hara, plus size. Deal with it. This has been my body for ages.
What's up with Kubai?
I have done Zumba. I have done eating once. I've done. I say kuna sehemu imegoma ni mgomba. Yeah?
Okay.
So she was like, first, jikubali. Zikawarpa ma. Nguo sasa lazima ibane, sio lazima iwe nini. They're couple clothes that are okay. Heels, zippo boxed heels. You have room is married.
Yes. Kuna wedding.
You know? Get those. You know what? We're gonna do the first one together. What is your budget? Which was very disappointing because I thought she was just gonna be a
Sio nilipie bosi.
swiping didn't happen, but we did the shopping and it from there. Hey, this lipstick. See here, I'm like,
She did it.
proper. The glasses I used to wear. Hey.
Unajua mara nyingi fat people sio kwa sababu society that things people wataka kujifunika zaidi. Now you're big and then you wear clothes that are bigger. So you're just a massive thing walking around.
The big thing.
Yes, it's just you're massive now.
That helped. Because kuna times jamani, I walk into rooms. That's na kile together jambo cha Christmas. People are like, yes,
Say mayai.
Yeah.
we'll give you really shinga very ngumi sawa fine. She can do it. She can deliver. From there, life went amazing. I am done on the perception stuff. I am on point. The second one, sasa. Where is your position? Kuna influencers that if you read, kuna influencers and sell.
Yes.
So who are you as a salesperson? Wewe ni storyteller au wewe ni mtu kudeliver? Not selling the dream, show us the actual thing. So this other boss of mine, he was like, "How? So let me tell you where you are. My perception, you're good with people. Trust is something you cannot exchange when it comes to sales. People need to trust you.
Yes.
Ukimwambia kitu, I mean, you can bring it home.
Yes.
You can bring it home. So look the part. Nitaanzishwa training what? Sasa ili nikipata mteja.
Tunampanga kama matofali.
Hachomui.
Atoboi.
Anywhere ukiingia uingia. The confidence is up there, the perceptions point. Nikiuza kitu, I believe. That confidence is upstairs.
I like it.
Nice.
Shoga uko vizuri.
Of course, yeah. Sometimes I
Dada strategist, hebu na wewe tupe moja mbili.
For me, the person who gave me an opportunity was, say, my cousin. I was just from Nairobi. I just completed my degree, and he asked me like, "Where do you want to work?" He had like different tech companies. So I said, he gave me his laptop, and then said, "Just read everything, and then let me know where do you want to work." So I read, and then he came back after 2 hours. And like, "Have you decided to see where you want to work?" I said no. He said, I gave him the CV. He told me, "Fuck the CV." He turned my CV and then he threw it away. I said, I love changing and improving people's life. I'd done a project in Nairobi for Kayole Soweto where I partnered with the school, with an NGO. We selected like 6 women who are single mothers, and then we taught them how to make a liquid soap. And then in return, they used that as a business to pay school fees, just to the library. I told him I want to do that. He said, I know exactly where to put. And then he started the company, which is push for change, using technology to change and improve people's lives. So from that, I've gotten so many opportunities. I've met different people from that. The door he has opened for me. So that's one thing I'm grateful for. The other one is my personal coach, financial coach. So when I initially, when you make bad investments, I invested in forex trading, and then I lost a lot of money.
Mimi niwahi kuibiwa na bibi. Jamani.
I lost a lot of money. Like if you invest this, you get this money. The hype, you don't do your due diligence. So I lost. So I called the personal coach. I'm like, hey, I want to invest. I have this money. It's like, do you really understand your money? I'm like, no, me, I just want to invest. Like, why do you want to invest? I'm like, I just want to have more money. He said, no, that's the wrong perception. So she said, I won't take your money first. I have to educate, like you need to understand what's money, how much money is coming in and going out. And then you need to have a budget. And then you need to have your own financial goals. What are your financial goals? And then now start investing. And that has done wonders because people see me, like if I want to travel, like she advised me, you need to save for travel fund. If I want to travel, maybe this year I want to go maybe to Namibia or to Dubai, or the sinking fund, kuna michango nyingi, so mtu kama michango unatoa, mimi at least nina hela, naambia no, I've already planned. So that's another opportunity I got from a financial coach.
Also,
Yeah,
Funny.
yeah.
Ana financial advice.
Wewe financial advisor shoga.
Financial coach.
Wapogo. Ulijapo kuifanyia kazi. Because ni mwenyewe just how I got played mambo ya financial naongelea. I had a cousin and then she had like a boyfriend. Bwana we wakaja kwanza ghafla siku moja wakanipigia simu, hivi unaenda lunch? Sina, nikatumiwa laki. SB sina ngapi laki. Nikatumia. Wiki ya pili jibu nikishika kalaki. Nikaona napata wapi zile laki za kulipa mimi bure.
On board.
Nafanya mambo ya forex, nikaenda siku moja jamani kusikiliza. It was like an hour session, sikuelewa chochote. Lakini wakaniambia sikia, ukiweka unapata 3 times. Nikafanya kazi yangu huko, akamwambia nikapata kadola kangu 500. Nikaweka kwenye bahasha, nikapiga magoti, nikasali, God knows he saw me. Nikawapa watu dola zangu 500 jamani, mpaka ninavyoongea na nyie leo. Yule kazi wangu hata hadi aliambia leo tuuze mayai, tuuze tangu siku hiyo. Sitaki kusikia, they got me. Kwa hiyo right now before I invest, I nimeshaona umuhimu wa financial advice. Piggybacking back to our question, mimi na experiences mbili that changed my life. Mimi napenda kusikiza, nimesoma mimi seminari when I was in secondary school. She was at Marian Steamer Great. And then miaka 4 ya Marian really ndo Ukristo wangu, dini yangu mimi ilijengwa hapo. Because saa 11 mko kanisani. Na kila siku lazima ibada na rosari. So, and then we had like Bible knowledge, and then nikasoma na divinity. 6 years nimesoma Biblia. Bible knowledge and then divinity. So, mimi dini is very near. So one day I was listening to TD Jakes. Akasema a line that really changed my life. Alisema, your purpose is in your passion. What you're meant to do in life is in what you enjoy. I enjoy cooking. And maybe you could give someone ingredients there, cafe. Maybe it doesn't matter what's in the kitchen. I can always make something happen. Cooking is not a chore. It's an act of, it's something I love. It's an act of love. It's how I decompress. I just try recipes. So that's really kanifanya. I was like, you know what? Kama Mungu anasema hivi, huyu ni mtu wa Mungu. Let me push into this passion. Maybe it is my purpose. And then I found myself helping people via that way. I believe I try to be useful, even the things I advertise. Mimi hata ukitaka kitu chako ni tangaze, you have to give me maybe like a week or two. I have to try it. Work it out. Ili nikija kuambia watu, because this is me, na kukigia kifua. And I don't lie to my audience. So jamani, hichi na hichi kiko hivi na hivi. Unakitumia hivi kitakusaidia hivi na hivi. And what I think, siwezi nakataga opportunities nyingine ambazo I'm like, hichi I don't think it will. Nitakuwa naibia watu. I like the money but no. And then kitu cha pili, I'd say Godfrey. Maybe Godfrey, if there's anything such as divine intervention, is that see, I never respond to me mambo ya face. I'm not even on Facebook. 2016 mambo ya different request, nikamwona kaka amevaa suit. Amevaa suit ya kuambia some boy. Nika accept that is you. Friend request. Hiyo sasa kipindi hicho mimi na frustration ya kazi, nimeajiriwa, niko kwenye agency, mimi nalipwa 1.5, hapo nakwambia tena makato yanaongezeka. Tunafanya kazi za up to 1B. You understand? I'm seeing the profits these people are making na sisi tunafanya hizo kazi. So I'm like, there's money to be made, but also nilikuwa nataka jamani talk show. Kwa show iko nitoka the real, nilikuwa napenda. So and then me and my friends, when we used to sit with my girlfriends, it was a good time. Tunacheka yani mwanzo mwisho vibe. So I'm like, if we could film this and post vibe, watu wangetuelewa sana. Anyway, so nimemaccept Godfrey, kaptep for haka, I moved along. Hiyo siku alikuwa ametoka kwenye kazi, he's a producer. Akawa amepost clipboard ile, action, kapa. So I was like, mimi nataka mambo ya talk, niko nikamcheki kaka. Hey, karibu DM. Nataka mambo, do you do production? Yes, let's meet. So mpaka tumefika leo, mpaka tumeona we have kids, it's madness. But ndo yeye akaja and then realized we were rafiki, they all were against me. Kwa tufadhili tumebaki mimi na yeye. Hata nilipompa idea because he's very good at production. Very, he does all my creatives. Ndo yes, akaniambia let's do it more, ndo akaniambia lakini tu kushoot hivi bure, how do we make money? Mimi nasikiria tu kupika hapo watu waone wafurahi. Ananiambia sasa and then where's the money? And then what?
You have to be a maana. Pesa.
And then pia, you know, social media is still same rahisi. People are very mean. Like watu wanakuja, watu wananitukana, watu wana they talk about your kids, they talk about your parents. People really put you down. Yes, kwa hiyo ni mtu ambaye really ameni, Muna, you can do it. Kwa sababu kuna kipindi kwa familia, imagine paka mzazi wako anakuambia. And then he's always there like, no, you endelea. Kwa hiyo kwa kweli nampa maua yake katika hilo. He has really helped me become who I am today professionally.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, clock it. Anything from you?
Just a follow-up question.
Yes.
You've said like you need to know your passion determines your purpose. But if somebody doesn't know their passion, how do you find your purpose?
Yani chochote unachokifanya kutoka moyoni kwa raha. That's your passion. Kama unapenda kuangalia movie dada. Kaa hapo, fungua kompyuta yako, ambia jamani movie imetoka hivi na hivi. Sijui ilikuwa hivi na hivi. What I've come to learn is the same way there's someone for everyone. You know, I show my 600-pound life. Watu wana maboyfriend. There's someone, utakuta watu wake. It doesn't matter how weird you think you are, there's an audience for you.
One of it tafsiri kwa Kiswahili ilivyo sometimes lugha zilizokuja na boti.
Ndio mayai lazima tuteme kidogo. Yes.
Okay. There are two people. The three. Two are bundled into one. I have my moms. I call them moms sabuni. My mom and her sister. You know?
Mama mkubwa na mdogo.
Huyo. So my mom, my small mom, has, unaona unavyopenda sasa hivi niko hapa, baadaye niko huku. Alikuwa na tabia ananiambiaga kwamba she was maybe just giving me, mamdogo mawaidha and stuff like that. She's just telling, unajua nini? Raha jipe mwenyewe, shida zinakujaga. And then, at first, I didn't get it. Kwa sababu aliniuliza, I think like maybe 2 years ago, and I was wondering, what's your plan for your birthday? Every time when she comes back. I was like, I don't know, I'm expecting someone to like surprise me. Akaniambia surprise? Akaniambia in this life you have to surprise yourself. Nipe raha, mwagie maua hapo, alafu njoo shtuka. It's funny, but for me, bringing it back, I was like, you know what? She taught me how to just prioritize myself and how to live life in a way. And for me, that is a lot. She gave me a lot. Just sio watu wengi wanawezaga kuipa raha. So it's not very easy. And for me, she's taught me kwamba in life you have to make sure you're making things happen for yourself.
Self-love.
Yes. Sometimes waiting for people to make it up for you might wait forever. And it's not. That's my small mom. Call her my
Mamdogo.
Mamdogo.
Shout out to you, Mamdogo.
Mamdogo. Clock it. She'll be like, yeah. And my mom has given me the knowledge ya kumjua God. from a younger age, she would, kuna hiki tulikuwa every December, we used to write like a prayer petition. Like, what would you want for next day, you know? And then, you know, growing up, her giving that to me or teaching me the word of God. Unajua atatuita fellowship, ndasema na fellowship kila siku. Yani kila siku tunasari tu. You know, but now for me, for that, amenipa something very big. Sababu I can actually now pray by myself. I can
pray for yourself,
for myself, for my friends, you know, and I think hiyo ni kitu kikubwa sana itonipa. Yani, and she started it from a young age. Nye uelewe kama kuna hii Bible verse, she used to ile Psalms 23. Mimi mbona kama sielewi, soma tu. Recite it, utakuja kuelewa baadaye huko. Ndio kama ile nini, ukubwa soma gorofa. Ukubwa, I'm trying to find that Kiswahili kwamba ukubwa sio hiyo. Mwenyewe nimejipoteza, but it's okay. So those my bundled moms have given me something very, it's not tangible, but it's something I carry it.
I think that is more valuable.
True.
Anything. Any hamna kitu gani shikika kinaweza compete with that, because you're the foundation that makes you who you are.
Yeah. And the last person is, she's a colleague of mine. You know, starting in my work, you meet labda hizi global corporates. Kama how ulikuwa nasema you have to dress, act the part, billions. How do I know that you're handling global corporates? So starting, I'm like, hii kazi naweza kweli kuongea na watu na nilikuwa nimetoka from like in China. I stayed in China for a while, ile COVID. I can't really talk to people like this.
Yeah.
I can't. I remember she used to tell me that unajua in corporate, you might be a very hard worker, but you have to put yourself out there. You have to put yourself in positions out there. So we would go to like, kama kuna events za ofisini, she would say, let's go. We would email, this is very basic, but email writing, kuna namna anaandika na anamwambia mteja labda kuna kitu kweli tumekosea, but anapomwandikia mteja
anampanga
mpaka mimi ninavyosoma nasema wow, ndio hivyo tukua maneno, yani rushawisha maneno, mteja ikumbia kitu sana, this is not this. Right now I'm very confident to go to my clients. I'm very confident to stand there. I would meet CEOs, CFOs, the directors. It's not a big deal.
Oh yeah. They're also human.
They're also human.
Yes, they're people just like us. Yes.
At first, kuniweka mbele, unaniambia huyu ni director. Naweza nikachanganyikiwa nikasema Mungu wangu.
Ujui pa kuanzia kigugumizi kama chote.
You know, but she really helped me. Yani, mpaka now sina shida. It's good. Ana hivi vyote sio, I've noticed wote tumepewa vitu which are not tangible.
Uvumugale mama yako nikakumbuka mama yangu. Mimi mama yangu, when I was raised by my mom for the most part. Big portion of my life, single mom. So mama yangu pia alikuwaga mwalimu. And then back when I was younger, it's not really a profession I respected per se, because I'm like, awalipu sana, she was teaching primary school. Mtoto akichanga anawaza pesa. Pesa. As I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to be a teacher. But there's the way maisha yangu nimekuja tu, nimejikuta mimi nafundisha watu kupika. You understand? And I'm sorry for that, mom, but now I have a new respect for mwalimu, because hey, amelea watoto 6, because you know she had 3 and then my dad also had 3 more. So all 6 of us as a primary school teacher. I don't know how she did that. That's magic. Mama, you did that.
Rockets.
Mada ambayo ningetaka to discuss. Do you think our society raises, do you think jamii yetu inatukuza sisi kupendana kama wanawake na kusapotiana? What are your thoughts on that?
Paraphrase.
No.
Iseme kwa Kiswahili.
Jamii yetu inayotuzunguka inatulea, inatukuza kupendana na kupeana support, kushikana mikono kama wanawake. What are your thoughts on that? No, tunasemaga adui mkubwa wa mwanamke.
anasema with a pitchy voice, mwanamke.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
I've been in situations where that saying, see behind every successful man there is a woman's meaning. Sawa? Vice versa is true.
Behind every unsuccessful man.
Sawa? Sasa.
Okay.
Kila mwanamke ambaye ana any negativity towards another woman unambaba. I know this for a fact, by the way. I'm not even following this stuff. Unambaba ambaye implant that thinking in those people. Because in these predicaments, unakuta ni wale wanawake ambao they're in positions that can pull others. I had seen it. How? You are in a boardroom full of men. Mwanamke uko peke yako. Yeah? Every feedback that you get, kwanza, it was undermining. For whenever you do something wrong, they do mistakes too. They make judgment calls ambazo they don't pay off. Yapo inadada hiki haraka. They're men, they don't stick around with that problem for long. They go for a solution, they move on. Kama mwanamke is the one who made that mistake in that boardroom, my friends, they will let you have it.
So not just the men with the problem you're saying. Cindy, you're covered their ignorance.
They are building that. Kwa sababu kumbuka, most of us, foundation yetu, support yetu, ni mwanaume. No? Yes, value. Yeah? Who did you mention?
Well, yes, they're both men.
Yeah?
Yes.
So kuna ile, you have to say, what walikuwa they're like, hell no. You get? Imagine being a woman with that power in that boardroom and all those men wanakwambia, you made a mistake. You may request millions, but you know what? Finally, jana, we moved on. Let's move on. Make up another one. Kwa sababu sisi ni watu ambao, if something goes wrong, Christine mwenyewe amemention, anakupa tazeza. Yeah? We hold grudges. It's our nature. But isn't that like humanity? Kwa sababu gani? Maybe I can't say society jamii inatulea kwamba msaidie mwenzako. No, lakini pia sijawahi kuambiwaga mchukie mwanamke mwenzako, you know? Lakini wivu unaonaga it's from everyone. Nadhani mtu alivyo.
Au hivi hawa anavyosema, unajiweka mfano kama mtu umeanguka gari barabarani imekuharibikia. I'm just trying to come to your perspective.
Yeah.
Gari imekuharibikia, haitotokea kwamba ni mwanamke ndo ameshuka na kusaidia gari. To be men ndo anakusaidia. Kwa sasa
ndio umeongelea nguvu sana. Hata mimi nataka kuingia main note. Mwanamke mmoja kupisha. Dera mwanaume au gari zuri.
So unasema
interject hapo bwana. There's been situations ambazo maybe it's because mimi hapa mimi ni wale watu ambao I think men share wale ndo kina sisi. Na mume na watu wa kiume na kaka na wajomba, lakini mimi I like a select number of men because for the most part ni watu ambao wanaona ni wabinafsi sana.
Okay.
Lakini kuna situation nyingine ambazo zinatokea unakuta it's a woman who comes to your age, sababu unakuta ndio wewe pia anaelewa plight yako. Like women have come through for me.
Yeah, same here. Me the bosses that I've had, like women, they're the ones who encourage me, like you can do better.
Size.
I'm just thinking,
Watu wengi wanaosemaga adui wa mwanamke ni mwanamke mwenzake ni kwenye mambo ya mahusiano. Like sasa nani atakuibia mwanaume zaidi ya mwanamke? Kwa siku hizi hata mwanaume hata kuibia mwanamke. But for the most part ni mwanamke ndio atakuibia bwana.
okay. Can Mona rephrase the question again? I'm so sorry.
Jamii yetu. Namaanisha mama yako, shangazi yako, jirani yako, the people you interact with. Tangia ukiwa mdogo mpaka leo. Umelelewa wewe kumpenda mwanamke mwenzako na kumsupport, kumsaidia.
Not your sister.
Yaani uko ofisini ngoja amekuja kwanza katoto kama miaka 24 pisi moja hatari. anapiga kazi. Unaona kabisa huyu nikimwachia hapa. Yuko department yangu. Naweza nini? Sijui unanielewa? Yeye atakushika bimba uwezi unasema stoboe hapa. Wewe utaweza kumpa zile tools aweze ku climb that. Would you be okay? Hata akikupita.
Yes. I'll be okay.
Wewe umesita.
Yeah.
Wewe
Yes.
hiyo kitu mimi nimeexperience lakini sio kwa wanawake tu hata wanaume. Mara nyingi once you people see you as a threat, anakublock. Unakuta mtu umeanza naye kazi vizuri kama mnajua and then unajua kujiongeza. But idea maybe let's do this, maybe let's ukiona unajua tu sana wewe.
It's a problem.
Ili bosi aje akuona unaweza sana mimi niondolewe. Wanakusabotage unashangaa mkataba mpoteza.
Mimi nahisi culture yetu sisi is more pwanish. Sisemi watu wa pwani, but I'm saying pwanish. Ina yale mambo kwamba in terms of wanawake, I'm coming back to kwa wanawake kwamba kuna yale mambo ya masingenyo, gossip. It mostly revolves around women. Au unakuta tu wanawake I think ndio unakuta a normal hate yule amependeza sana kama analishaua. It's
a threat. Back to that point. A threat.
I think sio kwamba society inatulea we are growing up kuona kwamba yule kama amependeza sana kama anajishauri. Society haitulei sisi kupendana.
Lakini society inakwambia wewe mfikie mwanamke mwenzako.
Haisemi.
Umeona ndio nasema huambiwi umfikie.
It's like what you're seeing around ni kama tu exposure. Whatever unaangalia unaona unasema it becomes a norm. Lakini for me it's different because in my career I have both men and I had good bosses that I'm grateful for. But I remember my boss alini push when I was employed in my first job. She pushed me. She told me, no, you need to grow. You need to stand. And she was like, you need to be out there. So I'm grateful all the women. So and the women who are including you, are giving you opportunities. That is, So I can say,
you need growth for me, guys.
Clark it. So I don't think so. So it depends with the
exposure.
I think it's exposure.
Kwa sababu watu wengi like you said our culture yetu sisi ni mambo ya pwani and sad to say not many of them are educated. Kwa hiyo kidogo ka exposure
kidogo tu kinaonekana kama threat.
Where unaweza ukawa asset kwa mtu bora kudismiss altogether.
Yes. Because like Kristen said, personal level. Kweli I just have really amazing women. That's on a personal note. Yani from friends, sister, bosses. My first boss, my second boss are all women. Really amazing. Kwa kidogo hapo, nitaongelea tu general, but in my perspective, I have number 2 o'clock.
Look it.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I like to empower women. Unajua kuna watu wengine kuna kipindi nilikuwa na housekeeper. Wale watu wanaongea unajua kazuri
Fiscal.
wewe basi mtu mmoja maana hivyo mbona sasa wacha kuonyoa usuke. Kila mtu alikuwa pia nyumbani kwangu ananiambia mbona wewe ni usikelewa wako unasijua kana usikelewa namna hiyo si unagelewa. Mimi even the sales I offer Diko I aim them towards my love women. I like to empower. Now, I've been done wrong by women but men too. But I love to empower women. It doesn't matter being a house kama mwenzako ni mtu wa kulala usigeli atamlala usigeli tu. Sijui unanielewa. You understand? Kama mwanao wako ni wa kulala rafiki zako atawalala tu. Don't miss out on some good friends just because kama ana discipline ana discipline tu. So maybe I will not miss out on a good housekeeper just because you can't console yourself. Tena haji hapa kijua kabisa ndo tabia zako hizi.
Man, basically.
Wewe ungechukua wewe housekeeper wako. Let's say you're married. Would you get kalenda kazuri unamwona kabisa ameniacha ni by far?
Yeah, I would. Me 5 years ago? No. Now yes. 5 years ago.
What's the difference? Maturity.
Yes. Oh man, I revolve.
Ninakwambia mambo nayo yasiwi kwa sababu gani ukileta housekeeper and someone misbehaves with the housekeeper. That's not a you problem, that's a their problem.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Alikuhusu wewe hiyo.
Sasa hiyo miaka mitano.
Unamtaka mwanangu wewe kuja undani.
Basi society haitujui.
Ndio nasema ni exposure, yani what you have been exposed to.
In all honesty, maturity.
You live, you learn.
Skali nyeupe.
Kila mtu alikuwa akija nyumbani anamshangaa yule binti. Everybody. Lakini yeye alikuwa na mambo, unajua wanawake wa kule juu. She was fast. Dereva boda mmoja nakwambia alisoma namba. Club dada alisomeshwa namba za boda driver. She was leaving a pretty dirty drawers for him to wash. Mama anakuja na mawifi ya piki ndo kwanza anaondoka nyumbani.
Power
to the housekeeper. The sisterhood is proud.
Very proud.
Jamani.
Very proud. That's. Sasa tumezoea kwamba mwanamke ndo anapeleka chukua the other side.
Yes.
It's good to
What did you see there?
Yes, you did. Unajua mara nyingi mambo ya mahusiano is the women who get done dirty. Like I will say these days, I think wanawake wanakaribia kuwazidi wanaume. Women are just more sly about it.
You know that Instagram challenge women in Menfield.
That's a quick question I want to know. Married children. Tuanze kule. Are you married? You have kids?
No.
Have kids. Twins.
Oh, nice. Boy, girl. Naturally.
Yep. What do you mean by naturally?
Unajua siku hizi IVF imechangamka.
Honey, I cannot afford that shit. It was
nice. How old?
10.
10 years.
Oh yeah.
I say, unakaribia mwendo uko vizuri. So, as the women, naturally we carry a lot of responsibilities in society na kwenye familia. How do you balance that while still protecting your own well-being and your own sanity? Maana kuna saa unakuta mtu unasikia kama vile akili zinataka kukuruka. Hebu tuanze na wewe, mama wawili. Do you have a partner? So you're a single mom to twins?
Yep.
Da. Pole naongea na shoga yangu.
Asante.
How do you?
Well,
I need to buy you some drinks, nikupe.
It's not easy. That's all I can say. It's not easy. Some points that my kids were premature. Yeah, they were about 7 months. So the struggle was real.
Because
in saying anything they from this, here. To actual babies right now, then I have to ask for permission to go somewhere. Or spend time in my own living room. But the only thing that gave me sanity is having a good support system. My family, my friends, they've always been there. And there's that cliche say, Mungu akileta mtoto analeta na salary. I've seen that. Really, I've seen that. Because
umeona sahani zao Mungu akileta.
I'm like, I slow boy.
And then you make it.
Slow boy. Some random individual hajanipigia hata 2 years. Mama wawili, vipi? Kuna mzigo unakuja. Twins have clothes.
God provides.
I'm like, okay. I didn't bother kuchagua. I didn't worry about delivery. Zimekuja mara nyumbani kwangu. Just because someone thought of me huko aliko. Have breakdowns, you know, my sister can call. Wakati mwingine nitaongea nige, a lot of me is mine. I've had those moments.
So you need to vent.
And then I was like, I am struggling. What the hell am I even struggling? What about you msiba this? Really?
Is he active?
No.
Jamani, mimi there's two type of men that I don't like. That's jaulizo lakini nitasema. First, mwanaume ambaye atunze watoto wake. I really. And a man whore. Nachukia mwanaume malaya. Most of them are malaya, so that's why I tell you mimi nachukia wababa.
So brave them. My sisters are there.
Baba wawili, do better. How do we unclock some?
Maybe this.
Guys, are we dating?
Yeah. Baba wawili, do better.
Do better. Change your ways, baba wawili.
Yes. But hata nyie ambao you're not mothers or married or whatnot, I'm sure una majukumu kama wewe, you said you have a brother, so you have to be a sister, you have to, wazazi pia umri unaenda, I'm sure there's, so how do you balance all that? Kazini, let's say mama anahoma, baba amesafiri, inakuwaje? How do you balance it all?
So for me, here I'm staying with my sister. My parents and my other siblings, we are like in different countries, siblings, but my parents are in Nairobi. So the balance, maybe say between work and maybe studying. So I can just say balancing that. But in terms of like in terms of family, just creating time. Maybe some parents, if you don't, like my mom, if you don't call after like 2 days, you say haujanipigia simu muda mrefu. 2 days hujanipigia simu muda mrefu. So just creating that time to balance. Sometimes you're busy at work and then school. So that I've created a time that I need to like kuwapigia simu. Also created time for my friends because sometimes you get swamped with everything. Uko kazini, nyumbani, kanisani. Like that, just trying to create space for my friends and family. I can say that.
To be an overgiver, sijui unafanya na ambavyo sijui nikwambieje, yes you do it, because mimi hapa, yes, 3 kids, 1 in boarding school, yes, from 2, yes, another one in grade 3, another one in KG3, and a husband, and my mom is sick. Kama sasa hivi my mother is in town, lakini hajaja kwa sababu ya kutibiwa, amekuja kuzika, but she's been having heart issues for going on like 20 years now. So every 3 to 6 months anakuja check up. I'd say thank God for a good partner. Godfrey, again, we're clocking. Yes, and he's very, very active in the kids' life at Wanaposaidiana. Yes, we don't even have a housekeeper, so he'll be like at Wanaposaidiana, maybe some chores, or he'll be like, just don't do it at all. Let's get someone to do it. Also, like you said, support system, mama, my sister. I don't have a big circle of friends per se because sadly nimekuja kugundua binadamu wengi wanafiki. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I put in time for friends, and then I realized at the end of the day, these people don't really even have my best interests at heart. Kwa hiyo I'm more family based. So sometimes they say nimechoka, I feel overwhelmed, nikaacha kila saa nyingine nasusa, sipiki, sifai. Just tamka nimekasirika, najifungia siku nzima. So Godfrey will tell the kids, leave mommy, don't go upstairs. Don't go upstairs, just let her relax and leave me. And I'd say that's it. Thank God for a good partner. Other than that, Nini. Yeah, mimi we pray a lot. We pray at least asubuhi na jioni. Because miaka inavyozidi kwenda, I realize ukiamka asubuhi, it's a blessing. The fact that haumo is what's salimi jamani, other people have, and then you're like, but you are in a better position than towns.
So much.
Yeah, so that's it. And I think lakini pia I think that marafiki ndio wana nafasi zao. Mimi kuna saa like I really miss the nice girls right out. Yes, but it's once in a while. So mimi sasa namwambia nani twende wapi? Basi na mpa tu Godfrey, you're my only shot, let's go. Let's see. Yeah.
Go.
That ndo mume, ndo best friend, ndo shosti, ndo Godfrey twende. I want to do this, let's go. So I'd say that's how I balance it. It's hectic, but ndo hivyo, you have to. Na pia nimepunguza because sometimes you want to be everything for everyone.
Difficult.
Yes, as a mom and as a woman, octopus. Kwa sasa hivi nikiona tu bwana hivi vimetosha, vingine naacha. I don't overextend anymore.
Unajua hapo mnaongea nikaanza kufikiria, unajua nilivyoanza kazi. It's just gotten money.
Yeah.
So I was so afraid to use money on myself. It's a funny concept. And then I would rather use it to have sama nitanunua groceries nyumbani au mama anahitaji kitu or my siblings. But I would feel bad. Why? Shida ilikuwa ni nini hasa matatizo?
You feel bad after buying maybe?
After buying, but if I use money for myself,
bad.
I would feel so bad, I would feel selfish. Why? Shida, siko hivyo tena.
No, yes. Some of us are being to ambiwa, hey, stop. Jamani, I like to buy things.
Me shoes.
Squishy things, I mean, unaona maduka? I wouldn't make it.
Lipstick people. Sis.
Me, it's perfumes and shoes.
Mimi kila kitu, vase mimi, makochi mimi, lipstick mimi, makeup, both of so mimi, just if you go, like, I have Dico and then I have like my private name, I'm like a cyber stalker. Like, Nini, I'm that friend. You want to know something about someone?
You're the person.
Yeah, I can find anything with the internet. So I have my Dico account and I have my personal accounts. And I have my burner account. Now that burner has nothing. No, that's why I might do my stalking. Lakini account kangu kale kamimi hapa ni gossip na vitu vya kununua. Mimi napenda kununua, it's a problem.
Sometimes thinking about
I don't understand.
Sijui shida ilikuwa nini. Of course it lasted. I think it was kumpata kazi. So now probably
Now we needed a sense of I have to give back. These guys did this for me and because of them, so I have to give.
yes. But wapi nimepata balance to just say no. Yani mfano labda I have a good relationship with my mom, right? But sasa mfano labda anambia nihosi hapa sasa hivi nahitaji kalaki. Anambia I'm serious bwana. And at first it was very difficult. I'm like, sasa nikiriaje? But I'm like, and kumbe she's okay with it. Yani she's fine.
Mi nataka tu nikatulie kwa ajili ya mimi tu. I think I was in the same position as you as well. Because me, I'm a giver by nature. I give. But sometimes when you're giving, no, givers don't have limit. You like when you give out, you're happy. But again, my coach told me like you need to have limits.
Yeah.
And for example, if you're supporting maybe your family, you're sending back home, you're supporting maybe your siblings, you need to put like a gap. I'm only able to support you maybe by maybe seme 200,000 ama 300,000. That's it. Apart from that, I cannot go more. Even feeling like guilty if you want to buy yourself something, unasikia but you livuka sasa. And it's something that you feel like you don't deserve it.
Maybe when I had my first kid, because that's when life was tight. I don't think we got a chupi for like 3 years. Sijui unanielewa. Yes, like it's sio kwa kupenda, ni because kila kitu unaweka omo. But I don't know when, but at some point I just went back to nami najinunulia. Niwaambia God's Kenya, niwaambia I buy, mimi hata naweza nikakaa nikanunua hair dye, nikamchukua mko nikampaka rangi.
Taha jise mwenyewe.
Shida unaja kuzitafuta.
Shida zinakujaga zenyewe. Kwa raha bora usitafute. Shida just comes, it's already there, there's the problem.
Yes, they say problems and death, they will find you regardless of where you know, let's go give with them.
Yeah. So those learning to say no is how I'm getting the balance. No, it goes this is a funny concept, but when we're out with like friends, simajua ile for those who drink. Mnakunywa. Zungusha mnakunywa. But nikajaga kugundua unatoka hapo uko hoi kama unataka kuanguka. And then I just learned my limit. I'm still gonna have a good time. Yeah. But najua nikinywa 1-2 nikiendelea hataki nitachanganyikiwa. Yeah. Because of course sometimes kuna watu wengine hawaelewi. By the way, this is a very ujanja. Mkiwa mnaenda na watu mfano wanakuambia tuendelee tu kunywa. You know, people are very drunk, hawagundui kwamba they're drunk. So unaweza kuwa unapiga shot ya maji na hawagundui. Au
Mimi I'm too old to have such friends. Saka I need to lie to you. I'm freaking old, sitaki nimetosha.
Unajua when people are saying, no,
Just one for the road.
Ya mwisho.
But also mimi, like if I'm not drinking, I don't stay with you. Mimi kama sini watu wanakunywa na nikeba.
You might as well just.
Yeah, so if I am out, we are all.
Those are some of the things. No is a big thing for me now. I'm able to say no. Okay. And that's where my biggest balance comes off. Of course, kuna friends, wakutoka girls night out. Kama sasa tunasubiri kidogo msimu upite. Msimu upite na hapa girls night out.
Zamani I used to go out to impress friends. Unakuta una hela. Mtu anataka mwende good theory dada. Chupa yani sasa 2.5. Sasa uwezo kaenda pale ukasema jamani nataka kunywa ka Kilimanjaro utaonekanaje, you know? But yes. And then I wake up in the morning and look at my balance. I'm like, I was not smart. So over the years I give it to maturing.
Yeah.
I knew nikwambia jamani no, you know.
Sitaweza
kuja au kama nakuja this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm drinking, or this much is what I'm drinking. But that to me came with maturity.
Actually, just to add that I have from learning to say no. So hata kama basi na hela, I would say, you know, I really can't go out. So I have these my friends, ataniambia, mimi nimekwambia nisho. Kwani nilikuuliza una hela au huna hela? Kiukweli the first time experiencing that I was like, sikujua hapa kuna urafiki na namna huu.
Wapogo.
Baso.
Like I have a relative which is so funny. Sorry about interrupt.
No problem.
Kuna mtu mwingine dergaza bayo pombe unywe mpaka uzimie. Lakini hawezi kukupa 1,000 ungonga.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that weird though?
That's so weird.
But I think people do that so that you can, yani uende kwao.
It's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
So what is it about?
It's about
You being there, yani you needing there.
Ninyosha mpaka nizime. Na mimi nikwambia na shida 10,000 mwezi kunipa. I don't think that's a good person.
No, you know, wanavyosema it becomes more transactional. Wakati they want to remain with that connection. Ili mkianza hela, next time utaomba hela atakupa, and then it becomes hela kuzaisha. Kuna napariki eri Q that tukai pamoja. Uone, we remember that song we sing.
What is a Bible lako tu hapa basi.
Basi.
What I rest out there. When you peke yako sana hiyo pan. Anaanza haja hapa via make cheza mpaka juu ya meza nini.
Okay. One of my final questions to all of you. If your younger self, 13 to 16-year-old you, could see you now, what do you think they'd say?
So cool. My 16-year-old would say, "Aussie, you're really cool.
You're doing it.
You're kicking it," because again back to ile niliambia ile notebook yangu every December tunaandika. So I have that notebook. It's gonna go 16 nikiandika. So some of the things when I used to write when I was 16, 17, some of the things are what's happening now. So yes, so
You're manifesting, yeah.
so my 16-year-old will say, "Aussie, you are so cool." I can't wait for my 10 years. What will she say?
For me, should be very proud, not overthinking. Just moving with speed. Even when you're doubt, just move with speed, and just loving yourself and believing in yourself, and just being there for yourself. And you make mistakes, but don't dwell in mistakes. My dad told me, ukikanyaga mafi, do you tell people nimekanyaga like feces? No, no, you just wash it and then you move on. So I can say she'll be very proud, and the future is exciting.
She would say,
Huh?
"How you're a badass, right? You did it." Oh yeah. I used to be those kids. Inapenda kusimama hapa. Sapome. Hata you can go to school sasa hivi kuna kale kadogo wako kafuti kanene.
You hadn't come out of your shell just yet.
Yani Nini, my bab. I'm a teenager. I would have been out there doing stuff. Lakini bwana we, mimi nataka nikajifunze, and so excited to go home nikae na my second pike chapati. That's my comfort zone. Nikaa na kuongea na watu. In podiums. Uko in panels. Lexicon. Wait, bwana. I would have been my number one fan.
That is nice. That is nice. I think for me, I'd be like, it didn't go how you think it would have went, lakini it's going good. We thank God, yes. Ulichowaza Mungu amefanya zaidi. So life starts at, people say life starts, kila mtu ana yake. So life starts at
When you know your identity and your purpose.
What age is that? Unajua kwa sababu sisi kama wanawake, we are raised to almost hate the aging process. Of course, wanawake ndio tunachoka kuliko wanaume zaidi.
Oh yeah.
Yes, childbearing, I think that's that. Yes, so when you see life starts at 30, life starts at Nini. So what do you personally think? When does life start?
For me, life starts when you discover like who you are, and why are you here?
So when did you discover that?
I'm still discovering.
Whoa.
So life hasn't started yet.
Where bad
But I'm still learning. I'm still learning what's my identity and what's my purpose. That's why I asked you, like, how do you know your purpose? So people say you can use your pain to know your purpose. You said fashion. So I'm still learning who Christine is. So yeah. So when I know my purpose and my identity, I think that's when
Life starts.
Yeah.
When does life start for you?
Well, life has already started. Ilianza muda mrefu.
When you were what, 20?
I don't know, since I'm a baby.
She took the literal point. Come, but I started exactly when life has started. When did it start to make sense for you?
Oh,
What age? Life starts at 30.
Yeah, 30.
I think 32, yes. At least for me. You don't go things started making sense. You don't go answer kutulia, you know, financial stability, home life inatulia, you know. But what would you say to that mtoto wa kike nyumbani ambaye anaogopa, oh my God, 30, oh my God, 40, mimi ni kibibi. You know, maybe I'm sorry, miaka 20 ngapi sijafika milestone hichi na hichi na hichi. Milestone hii na hii na hii. What would you say to the girl at home watching in terms of age and milestones and aging the process?
Enjoy all the process. Yani every step is it builds you, whether you win or whether you lose. But just enjoy. You know, sometimes you're so fixated on nikishapata kazi, but you know the entire process. Au labda nikishapungua kuwa kilo fulani. The entire process is amazing. So whoever, you know, milestones and everything. Sababu wants are always there. You satisfy one want, it will come another one. One want. It's an unending circle. But just enjoy the entire process and give yourself a pat at the back. Even if nobody is cheering it, wewe ndo unajua unaelekea wapi, wewe ndo unajua what you're doing, what made you get there. So maneno ni machache. Enjoy the process.
Okay. For me, I say growth takes time. So don't rush things. And then your journey is different from another person. So just, and like you said, enjoy the process. And in the meantime, take time to know yourself, invest yourself, and be disciplined, be consistent. And yeah, that's the advice I can give.
For me, kitu cha kwanza, you're perfect. Regardless of upode, you're perfect. Aside, regardless ukoje, shape ufanyaje, it's irrelevant really. What matters is what you feel inside, who you are inside. Always choose to do a good thing. Nene jiwaga narudi.
Give to gain.
Give to gain.
Naona sasa.
We didn't clock it. Clock it.
Gain. So, umri unaenda, labda bado unajitafuta. It is very okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Kila mtu ana muda wake. We have a lot of stories konje tunasoma every day. Watu wamejipata, watu wamejipata na miaka 50.
Yes.
I didn't think millions.
Oh, yes.
But lazima wewe ujikubali. You always have, yani wewe ujikubali who you are. There's nothing wrong with getting old. Yeah. And just why? It's gonna be cliche. But live life, enjoy it. Be a nice person. Hivyo vingine kwa kweli.
Takuja.
Look at that.
In the famous words of Aaliyah, age ain't nothing but a number. I like maybe refer to what Osunda said. Enjoy the process. Wanasemaga wakati wengine tunasubiria milestones, life is in the day to day. Tu vidogo. Kwa hiyo usisubirie mpaka siku nifike miaka mingapi ndo nifanye nini. Sasa hivi enjoy what you have, enjoy the process. Before we wrap up, I want everyone to say one sentence, not just to the girl, but mwanamke anayekuangalia, awe binti, awe bibi, awe nini, but just one sentence to your fellow woman to celebrate Women's Day.
Girl, you got this.
Mwanamke unaweza na tupambane.
You are a superstar.
Wacha we. Na mimi namalizia na you are going to be okay. okay, it is all going to work out. Natumaini mmeenjoy kusikiliza panel discussion yetu. Naamini kila mmoja amepata, kama sio entertainment, at least nugget yoyote ya kukusaidia katika safari yako. Again, tunakutakia heri ya siku na mwezi wa mwanamke from all of us here at Convo Lane. Bye.
Bye.